Hi everyone, SB here. So today's going to be mo3. I've never done one on my channel before, so I guess here you go. I guess my first mo3 from my channel. This is actually my comp mo3 that I submitted for the hypercomp that happened, I don't know, a month, I think it was a month ago. Yeah, I think it was a month ago. I can't quite remember. But anyways, today is going to be sort of a talk about the just what I am at with hypercubing now, and this is mainly about the Discord server, and like I'm not gonna. I mean, it's kind of not really a rant video, but it's just gonna be. I don't know. I'm just gonna talk about something, and it's been happening lately in the server, and I just feel like that I need to get something off my chest in a way. So I mean, it's nothing I really want to talk about on my channel, and it's like, but I just really need to speak it out because I'm kind of not been feeling great lately with it. Basically, there's a few things that really get me on edge about things, and it's just something that I want to talk about, and it just really something that really gets to me, like it really triggers me off. I would say, like, I would kind of talk about something. I'll try and start a conversation in the server, and I'll sort of just talk about, something, something that, was sort of a thing where I was, wanted to just get involved. I just wanted to kind of, some people were talking about, people were talking about, oh yeah, there was a lot of conversation back then, and I was one of the people that was like talking a lot as well. And I was saying something like, I was just saying like, oh yeah, I was active back then. That was my old account, blah blah blah, and all that kind of stuff. Because I use a new account now, and that kind of thing. But then I'll say something, and then I'll instantly get corrected of what I said. Like I would say something, like maybe like a typo, or just like I would say something that was wrong. Like I've said something twice. Like I don't know, I might have typed something. I made a mistake with typing, and I might have said the same word twice or something. Blah blah blah, that kind of thing. And then and then I get corrected for it. Like someone will say, "Oh, you said it twice," or "Oh, you said you didn't say that right." And they'll put like an asterisk and say like "you are," or like "you're," or like or something like that. It's just something. So that does happen quite a bit, and I really get on edge about it. And like it's just I don't like that. I really don't like that. And I've got nothing else to say, and that just makes me a little bit less active than I am normally on the server. Like it just really gets to me. Like it just I just don't enjoy it. I don't like the feeling of being corrected like that. And people can make mistakes. People people aren't perfect. Like you can't sometimes I can't be bothered trying to edit a message to to try and make it right. And it's just and I can't sort of it just gets me, it really gets me on edge. And like I don't like it. And so we kind of I haven't really been sort of active with the scene so far because of those reasons. Like sometimes, and it makes me feel a bit left out with things because I can't join in with the conversation, sort of thing. I can't sort of join in with any with the conversation. Yeah, so that's what I kind of thought. That's what I've been kind of feeling at the moment, and it's not nice. It's kind of it says my first solve right there. It's going to the second solve. It's not nice. Like that's what I've been feeling lately. It's like if you go up to someone like in person and you say something a bit wrong, and you're just like correcting them and saying that you say like you're, and then they'll be like, no, it's you are, ha ha ha, that kind of thing. It's just, it's what it feels like. I mean, it's not nice, and I feel like that, it just really gets me on edge. Like I don't really kind of enjoy that. I just want to talk about what I want to talk about, and I want to just, want to continue with that topic in a way. And I don't really care about grammar or anything. I mean, like a very insignificant grammar mistake or something. Like, it just really, it just gets me on edge, and I don't really enjoy that. And so it's just a few things like that, and a bit of communication errors and that. I just don't, I don't like being corrected. It just really gets me on edge, and I understand that it could be a nice thing to do, like to say, oh, you've said that wrong. Like, that's okay for like a little bit, but then when it happens constantly, it just becomes too much, and it's just like, oh, you're just constantly just getting at me constantly, and it's just like that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what I kind of want to get off my chest. But also, I haven't been really making a lot of videos recently because I've been really busy with my music. I'm basically in about 5 music projects at the moment, so it's very, very busy. So I haven't done my tutorial series, I haven't worked on my tutorial series quite a bit recently, so I do apologise for that. But yeah, I'm in about 5 musical projects at the moment. One of them's temporary, one's actual theatrical production that I'm in. So yeah, it's very busy. It's a lot of work. It's quite intense because it's reading, sheet music, and it's a whole book of it. Like it's insane. So I probably would. I'm sort of still working on it, but it's probably not going to be out for a little bit because I've been really busy with that. So just this a bit of an update there, and just wanted to announce that as well. So yeah, in about 5 or so musical projects, so it's very, very busy. So yeah, basically this is the second solve coming up now. Didn't quite finish this. I didn't really get RKT parity there, but that was a better time than the first one, the first solve. I guess the third solve now. But yeah, I'm just really busy with with music at the moment, so I haven't really worked on the tutorial series as much. But I will once everything quietens down a bit. So this is the third and final scramble. Yeah, third and final scramble. So yeah, and like I didn't really do well in this mo3 because I wasn't I didn't do practice beforehand. So I basically just winged it pretty much. So a good advice to do before you do any competition, do some practice beforehand, and actually practice like heaps, because if you just wing it, it doesn't really work. And that's what I kind of found out with doing this. I didn't really get a good mo3 with this. And I think they only did a mo3 format because it was only a short. I think it was just part of the comp. I don't think they wanted to do an average of 5 because it was too long. But I'm willing to do more comps. It's just, there's certain things in like the server that do get me on edge with like, just corrections like that. It just really gets me not in a good, like, it doesn't make me feel as good, and it makes me feel like, I don't really want to talk here much. But hopefully that, I don't know, clears up. But yeah, this is the third and final solve. Guess I could just try and commentate it. So I'm doing the OBC. So I'm getting the second group of 4 together. And then the third group of 4. It's very annoying. If you miscount at the start, I use Spectria's method because I think it works for me. It's actually a really good method. I only use Spectria on the even numbers because it's a lot better than the odd numbers. So especially when if you're familiar with Spectria method, then if you're familiar, there's odd numbers and even numbers, and you count them. And you can see I've done OBC. I'm just doing, I guess, the first cell, or trying to, I don't know, get the first 2. What's the word? Pseudo layers. So yeah, I use Spectrias because it works for me. But yeah, there's odd numbers and even numbers of like opposite pairs you count. And it's best to go with the even numbers because odd numbers you've got to offset one corner and it's annoying. But it's all good. I've done odd numbers before and I've got recent good times with them. But yeah, so I'm now I guess arc18, the last pseudo layer. Yep. And then I'm now onto permute 4 layers. Or yeah, permute all 4 layers. It's sort of like 4-dimensional Ortega in a way. If you think about it like that. Sometimes it's very annoying because you get these really weird like setups, and you've got to do like an intuitive setup to, I don't know, fix it. Because I don't think we're up to all the I don't think all the algorithms have been published. They have been published before, but I think the new ones haven't been published. So it's just basically like all adjacents and all like adjacent, opposite kind of stuff. And then you kind of have to, like, if you get other things, you've got to intuitively rearrange the layers and then do the algorithm. And so it's kind of weird. But yeah, so that's what I do, I guess, with permute 4 layers. And all pseudo layers, so it's just like Ortega. Ooh, yep. And that's the last solve, and that's 253,804. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it was just a little bit of a, I don't know, I guess rant. Not really a rant, but it's just a bit of a, I don't know, something to get off to talk about. But anyways, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next videos.